wakes you up, doesn't it?
It really does.
It does. Jeez. Thank you, Tortoise, for that.
Right?
He's not watching today. That's right. He's got his
Oh,
stuff going on. Rookie.
oh, I thought it was only last weekend.
No, he does it every Monday. So, but he rewatches it all the time. But so he'll hear it.
Nice.
But yeah, it really wakes you up. Yeah. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, hello everybody.
Hello,
Welcome.
everyone.
Monday, and as you notice, we're down a man for the moment. Jimmy's running a little late, so
Last week it was me. Now it's Jimmy.
he probably got stuck in the Taco Bell drive-thru or something like that. But yeah, Jimmy will be joining us in a little while. This Monday night at 9:00 sometimes can have its challenges, so we'll do our best.
It's only 6 for me, so I'm pumped. It's still daylight here.
It's still daylight. No, it's dark here already. With the chime change, it was nice because now it doesn't get dark till like 8:30. But still,
I don't even notice what time it gets dark here.
It doesn't matter. Temperature stays the same. You might get a wind gust or something that changes it a little bit, but yeah, it's Southern California. That's right. Miss you,
we had crazy wind yesterday.
Yeah, I heard. Well, I don't remember who it was. It said it was really insane, and I'm like, that's
and we're gonna
unusual.
And we're gonna have a heat wave tomorrow, actually.
Oh, like how hot?
On the heat wave? I think they're saying 85, something like that. Just for me.
Yeah, it was warm here today. Our bins, we were at the bins today, and we'll get into that a little bit later. But it was hot in there, like hot. It was uncomfortable.
That's what I'm saying. They don't AC your bins.
They do, but I guess it's probably hasn't. I imagine it's something they have to flick over, from winter to. I imagine they can't have both systems going, so I'm imagining they have to do something before the AC works. And it wasn't hot here; it was like in or upper 60s, low 70s. But when you get all those people in that room, and everybody's digging through stuff, it gets warm. I mean, it was warm.
It's like you could smell their sweat also.
Among the other smells of the bins. Today was particularly pungent. That's not actually what I was going to talk about, but we can start it off there. There were some smells in those bins. One of which was definitely urine. Probably of the feline kind of variety. I don't know. I picked up the Steelers did like a salute to service thing where it was like an olive green, like they did the jerseys where they were like olive green with like brown and then the big Steeler logo on them, and they made them into hoodies, and they're relatively valuable because they didn't sell a lot of them. And I picked up one, and like I looked at it, I'm like, that looks like mold or something on it. I'm like, that's kind of gross. And then the moment I picked it up and my brain went, that's mold. And I'm like, yeah, that's probably mold. And oh God. And it stunk like pee. Like, it was just disgusting. And then there was that. And then like Sarah bought this, like crew neck, old U.S. Marine Corps, crew neck, and it like there was yellow around this and like on the sleeves, and I was like, that's not sweat, that's nicotine, because this thing smells like it spent a couple years in an ashtray. Like it was so bad that Sarah wrapped it in like 3 or 4 other shirts and put it in our cart because she didn't want it touching everything else because it was just nasty. So, but it's super old, so we took it, and Sarah's going to try and save it. But I don't know. Whoever owned that smoked a lot.
Question for you. Am I lagging?
Not to me. Anybody else in the chat can help and let me know if Ed's lagging, but to me you're not, and so I'd assume no.
Oh, okay, yeah, because you're like crackling in and out, so I was able to like sort of hear you.
I am? Oh.
Yeah, no, you're good now.
Okay.
You're good now.
Yeah.
And it's also happy spring to everybody. I didn't know it was spring today.
Oh, the joys of living in Southern California.
I can't tell the difference.
No, you can't. Well, it gets a little warmer.
Oh god. I mean, right now for me it's hot. I don't know if you can tell, but I have to turn the fan off because if not, you'll be able to hear it through the mic.
Yeah. The
I mean, it's a really good mic.
You start getting your spring like February-ish though. That's when
Uh,
the temperatures start to turn a little bit north.
I mean, it's starting to turn north already, so I
Yeah.
don't know.
I don't know. We first day of spring here. It's nice too. It was pleasant today. Like we were able to have our front door open when we got home, and a lot of our Amazon driver hates us uh, because everything that everything that we got from, well, some of the stuff that we got from that little wedding shower that Rachel did showed up
Oh,
today. We got home and we were like, oh, that guy, poor guy. Oh man, it was rough, but oh, so thankful. I mean, it was amazing that
it
everybody
was,
did that
and
for us.
it was just completely random when she messaged me. Cause I was like, "What did I do?" Because she never messages me.
We had a little inkling that something was going on, but we didn't know what, and we were like, eh. And then and she admits it. She admitted to us on the live that she's like, I'm not a good liar at all, and so, but I mean, it worked out. I mean, it was great, and so but yeah, a lot of the stuff showed up today, and it was
Yeah,
a little intense.
it was a big surprise. I don't know if you saw. I actually left the flea market early to come make it in
I
time, and
saw,
I just
yeah,
made it in time.
yeah, I saw. So, what did you end up getting? Because you didn't do a live this time around. So, what did you end up
Yeah,
getting?
yeah, I couldn't do it live because just a lot of other, personal matters.
Hmm.
But I ended up getting it's either 5 or 6 pairs of Allbirds. I can't remember actually. They're all size 12s and 13s.
Oh, nice.
Um,
I don't even know
I
what those
got
are.
they're really comfortable shoes. Apparently, I just got them because I keep hearing the brand and dealing with Dalton, Ryan, and Rinzi always pick them up. So I was like, okay, I never sold some myself, so I'm gonna try it out.
Yeah.
And I
Are
got
they like
some
running shoes? Or are they like basketball shoes?
no
What?
comfort walking shoes.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So they're like eco-friendly from what I hear.
Oh, okay.
I got a pair of Nikes. I don't think I have them here, but I looked them up. They're kid size, but of course they converse to women and they're worth over $100.
Oh, nice.
I got some Converse, some Chuck Taylors, green, your size, but unfortunately I didn't see that. You know where hoop on the
Yeah.
back is.
Yeah.
Yeah, that part is ripped. So I'm like, so I ripped the other material as well.
Oh, yeah.
But so unfortunately, I got too excited because they were in clean condition, but that got me.
Yeah. I found a pair of Chucks today, but they were men's size sevens, and I'm like, I mean, and they were Chucks twos, so they weren't even like the good ones. So I'm like, we ended up throwing them back. No real good shoes today. I did find one Nike SB in size 10, just one. I couldn't find the other one for the life of me. So I try to. We try to set them aside and hope that they come back out. Because a lot of the times they'll recycle a shoe bin or something and they'll bring it back out. So, well, I kept it with me till we left and never
And
found
nothing.
it. Yeah. So, no, Jimmy didn't get fired. Mark, he's running a little late, so he said he'd be here in a little while. So, what's up, John? Thanks for stopping in. John says, "Yo,
Hey, John.
we appreciate it." Well, watching you and Jimmy and your son, that was funny. I thought that was, and Sarah's still impressed with his room. So,
Unfortunately, I had to leave halfway.
yeah,
I wasn't able to see everything. Sorry, John.
it's all right. The Jimmy's in a timeout. That's right. Sarah put him in a timeout. So, yeah. So you wanted to talk about, and you said earlier that you wanted to talk about this free shipping hour that Poshmark's been doing.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't know how many of you guys here sell on Poshmark as well, but if you guys didn't know, there was the Poshmark Flash Free shipping event that they have. That I told Adam about it as soon as I
Mhm.
heard of it, and it was only for 1 hour. Started at 11 a.m. my time, so I think that's 2 your time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so 2
Yeah.
your time,
Nice.
and then
Good job.
it went on, and then went to 11:59 a.m. The 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 first day there was a lot of problems.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people didn't know, and I didn't even know until they actually announced the event. It was only going to be for the first 10,000 sales. And as
Oh.
far as we know, they probably made those 10,000 sales
Yeah.
in
Oh,
the
yeah.
first 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
I whatever.
why wouldn't they do it for like everybody?
I mean, so say they have that event and they sell 50,000 items. Divide
Oh, yeah.
746
No,
by
that's
50,000.
it's expensive. I don't doubt that it's expensive. I mean, I think if you're gonna run an event like that, I think it's, I don't know. I guess yeah, it would
Yeah,
be pretty pricey, but
yeah, and I'm pretty sure that's why they kept it at 10,000 because I'm guessing that this was also going to be like a little trial event to see how successful it was.
yeah,
And from what I'm hearing, it was pretty successful. Not the first day, but the second day when a lot of people already knew how to get prepared for it.
yeah. I think we had one in the middle of it, um, because it only dawned on me after like I watched your video about it, and I think we had one in the middle of the second day because there was a guy that made like a bundle 20 minutes before the hour, and then the hour came and they bought everything.
Oh
So I'm
wow.
assuming that, and it was only I think it was, actually we were talking about it earlier. It was a bundle of, it was a Nautica. I guess is there any way to tell? Oh yeah, show details. Maybe it's in there.
Yeah, I think it
Yeah.
shows them everything.
So this one he did buy it in the middle of it, because it only has the price and the Poshmark fee, and that's it. So,
It was a full price sale, right?
yes, no, it wasn't.
So
Are we
it
30?
was on
Yeah.
an offer.
Well, no, he made the bundle, and
Mhm.
then I made an offer, and then he waited, counter offered during the hour, and then it sold.
Yeah, because I know Rosie. Well, I don't know if she did or not, but I keep hearing like so many mixed messages on that part that I don't
Oh,
even
really?
know which one is true or not anymore. It's like, and the event page it says that no offers are valid for during the event period if it's made, but then
Oh,
others
okay.
are saying that they sent offers and it was valid. So I don't
I
know.
don't
That
know.
part's still
This
confusing.
one, it seems to me. I mean, unless I've never looked at this details tab under this on Poshmark, so I'm not 100% certain if. Let me try this one. Oh no, because there's no shipping in this one either. So, I guess it wasn't during. I don't, that one I assumed was during it, and I assumed he planned it, but I'm not sure about that. So,
Yeah. Hey
um,
everyone.
hey everybody, Rural
Hi
Squirrel
Christian.
Marketplace Boutique. Thanks for stopping in. Rosie says
Hi
I made
Rosie.
3 sales during that hour, so that's not too bad.
Yeah, see, and I made no sales. I made sales after the event was over.
Yeah, I think we did. Hey Jennifer, thanks for coming in. Hit that like, Jennifer says. Yeah, they wouldn't have gotten the free shipping. So, it has to be full price sales. You couldn't just adjust the price either. Okay.
Yes, but see, Rosie is like, and you could clarify because you're the Poshmark expert. Um, the video that I made, I think the second time around, I forgot, but a lot of people were saying that yeah, they were sending out offers and it worked. So I mean, I really have no idea. Maybe you might know better than me. I read the notification that Poshmark put out, and yeah, it said no offers,
Yeah.
but
Sarah says we got no sales.
yeah,
So
same.
I guess we didn't. I thought that one was during the hour because it seemed weird to me that like I made the offer and then like during the hour I swear he accepted it or counter offered during the hour. So I don't know.
Yeah, because the way that I interpreted it also was say say you send out an offer at 11:57 a.m. Well, my time, of course,
Yeah.
and then the event started at I'm sorry 10:57 a.m. and say the event starts at 11 and then they accept the offer at 11:02, then that's kind of like okay, that's where the offer wouldn't apply. At least that's what I thought.
See, it doesn't make any sense to me. I mean, because if they're going to do it, they might as well just do it and get it.
Exactly.
I mean, it just should apply across the board. But I mean, it's a cool little thing because it's kind of sneaks up on you, and you could, surprise yourself. Kind of like that Facebook thing they were doing for a period of time, where like they were crediting back all the shipping costs and everything to people.
They
That
were.
drove some sales for me when we were still doing Facebook Marketplace, but I don't know. It's cool. I like it. I mean, it has potential. If nothing else, it's um, it's at least driving people to the site. So, um, gotta get back to work. See you, John. Thanks for stopping
Yeah,
in. We
John.
appreciate it. So where's Jimmy? Bad internet, just not here. He's running late. So we assume, Jennifer, that he got stuck in the Taco Bell drive-through, but we're not sure. But yeah, no, he's running a little late today. Offers already had discounted shipping. Offers already had discounted shipping. It had to be full price sales. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
the event itself, I'm pretty sure it can be extremely successful. They just have
mhm.
to clarify what works and what doesn't. That's the only
Yeah.
thing that I can't figure out for the life of me.
Yeah. It's a good joke. Getting some cheap gas. That's true. From Taco Bell. Yeah. We were talking about this off before the live. Is that if Poshmark ever becomes anywhere near to eBay's size, they'll take over because it's so much easier to sell on there and so much easier to buy on there, that it could really put a dent in eBay. The problem I would, and maybe somebody can clarify this to me because this is a question mark I have in my head all the time when I print that Poshmark label out and it says at the bottom that I can use flat rate shipping and that they have some sort of deal with USPS. First of all, do they? Or are they just paying the overage or the difference when it comes out? Because if I were to take this, like we'll use Macari because Macari does it differently. If I were to take this padded flat rate armor and stick a regular priority label on it, first of all, it might make it. Second of all, if it doesn't, and like I use Pirate Ship or if I use Macari or something like that, they'll just charge back the difference to me. So I'm wondering, like, does Poshmark have some sort of deal with the post office, or are they just taking the overage and eating it? Like, I don't know. And then if they do have some sort of deal with the post office, why don't other people do that? That's what gets me. So
I mean, so I don't know on the Poshmark label. I actually didn't even pay attention. But do you know if it says commercial packaging or something like that on it?
it says, oh, you know what? I can just print one out.
Oh, yeah, I'm pretty sure actually. But I don't
Wait,
know.
it'll let me reprint yeah, it lets me reprint. So
I don't want you to waste the label.
oh, I don't care about wasting the label. I just don't want to be able to not print it later. Um, it says at the bottom, it says Poshmark shippers are authorized to use priority mail packaging, including flat rate, regional rate packaging through zones local 1 through 8. That's what it says. So that means you can use flat rate and regional boxes with
Is
this
is
label.
is there anything on the top that says commercial or anything like that?
Commercial plus pricing, yeah.
So I don't know. They either have a deal with the USPS that we don't know about, and they somehow negotiated something,
Mhm.
or maybe they are eating the overages with whatever shipping service they're using.
Yeah, I'm always curious to know because like what is preventing eBay from doing something like that or Macari or Facebook Marketplace or why do these guys have the lock on this? Because think about it, if eBay did something like this and turned everything into priority and allowed people to use anything they wanted, it would be off the chain because I mean, think about you, for example, if you were sending a pair of Nikes across the country, it's going to cost you $12.
Yeah.
Or
Well,
$13. Yeah.
that's with eBay's price. I think they charge retail. I think it's like 17 to $20 to ship it to the East Coast.
Yeah. So, but what I'm saying is that if you turn around and sell those exact same pair of shoes on Poshmark, it's $7.95 to ship them the same distance.
Hmm.
So even with eBay's discount, Poshmark's discount's actually better.
Way
So
better.
yeah, so that's kind of what I'm getting at is that that I don't understand why they're the only people to do it. Jimmy got a tape gun stuck in his beard. He'll be here soon. Oh, okay, makes sense. They have a deal where they don't have to pay the flat rates. They actually make profit from shipping because they ship lightweight items. They're paying a commercial rate, so they are paying so they are paying a flat rate for the weight, and USPS is disregarding the packaging.
Hmm.
Yeah, but that still is better. Um,
I mean, so
it's still better than eBay's discount, because if you think about it, Rosie, if I ship something that's £4 to Ed, it's going to cost me 13. But it's going to cost me more than that. It's going to cost me
no,
almost
it says like
$16.
$25.
Yeah. So, and if Ed buys it from me from Poshmark, it's $7.95 to ship it to Ed. So it's really interesting. So
The only thing I could think of too is that 20%. You know, the added premium that Poshmark has in fees. Maybe that's covering some of the stuff.
yeah, because USP, because you were talking about the rate, that since there's, well, they are paying a commercial rate, but they can't ship it first class, so it still goes priority. Um, eBay does have a contract with USPS for half off ship. They just don't pass all the savings on to you. I don't know about that. Maybe. I never heard that before.
I mean,
Because
unless you offer 30-day free returns and free shipping, then they will.
yeah, because at the time they made the deal, they were much smaller than eBay. Yeah.
But I mean, why,
Um,
why why would USPS give Poshmark such a great, in my opinion, such a great deal on shipping? It really is.
yeah.
Hey, Jimmy,
Hey, Jimmy.
Whoa, hold on. There we
you're
go.
missing the rant.
It's not really a rant. We're just trying to figure this out. They made the deal right as Amazon was ending their contract with USPS. It was an opportune time to make a contract with USPS. Okay. We're trying to figure out why. Like, why hasn't eBay adapted this Poshmark system? Like, why does Poshmark get to? Why can I ship a pair of shoes to Ed for $7.95 on Poshmark, but if he buys the same pair of shoes with me from eBay, it's going to cost me $13 to get it to him? So that's
I don't know. Yeah, you think is with how big they are, their shipping would be cheaper than what it really is. You know,
yeah.
is that what
That's
you guys are kind of what you're talking about? Or?
Yeah, we're just
Yeah,
trying
we're
to
talking
figure
about
out, like,
Poshmark right
Poshmark made this deal with USPS. That's insane. And why hasn't anybody else been able to make this deal? And Rosie has probably the best answer to it, is that at the time they made a deal with them, they were much smaller than eBay. So, and Jennifer wants to know, how was your Taco Bell?
I didn't have Taco Bell, I had pork chops. So
Oh, you had pork chops.
now. What was I gonna say?
if we're ranting, I'm buying my printer, so I'm ready.
Wait, did you actually disconnect your printer to do that?
Yeah, that's what I just did.
I have mine right here, but I'm
Mine's
not
right here,
disconnected.
Mine's right here. Mark's here already. So if he made some sales, Amazon was paying similar rates before they made their own trucks, more than 50% off retail. Interesting, and thank you, Nicole. We appreciate it.
Really appreciate that.
Yeah.
But, I
So
mean,
that
so hypothetical, of course. Say eBay adapts the Poshmark shipping policies, whatever, all day, and they increase their prices to 20% as well. Do you think that'll make a big difference?
yes, in a bad difference, because all the people that buy first class stuff are going to be really angry.
That's true.
So
Yeah.
now the ultimate would be able to have the first class option, and then all packages under £5 are $7.95. So you had medium mail, first class, everything over under £5 is $7.95, and then everything over £5 is whatever rates. That would be the perfect spread there.
Yeah, well, that's what I was gonna say. So, say for priority mail only, say just priority mail, £5, same thing as Poshmark, right? But and then say they make their own special deal with USPS with first class, that is just a flat, I don't know what, $6, and anything first class goes at $6.
Yeah, that I'd be up for that, but I don't think they'd ever. And yeah,
Oh yeah, they'll
I'm
never
ready,
do it
Jimmy.
though.
It was good luck last week. They won't though. eBay also makes a ton off of shipping. Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's why they'll never do it, because they do make a fortune off of shipping. So,
Well, if
yeah,
they
cool.
did that, would they charge us more as sellers for shipping?
Yes.
You know, to make it easier on other people. So that's where.
Yes.
That's kind of where I'm like, just leave the shipping alone, you know? It's like,
I doubt eBay would ever do it. It's just, think about how much easier it would be for you, knowing that if it's priority and if it's under £5, I can put it in whatever box I want to put it in. That's the best part of Poshmark, especially like if you're selling like Funko Pops or something like that, or if you're selling shoes like Ed is, you can use pretty much one box all the time, And
can you imagine how much I'm saving in shipping supplies? Because I don't even got to pay for that.
yeah, exactly. So
That's why I love Poshmark. Well, I don't even remember when was the last time I paid for shipping supplies other than tape.
we have to buy boxes. We have to buy boxes. We buy boxes. We buy medium bubble mailers and large bubble mailers is the ones we use the most of. And then these for postcards and pictures and stuff. But these are pretty much.
Yeah, I got an emergency situation. This is all I got left of bubble wrap.
Oh,
what is going on?
Yeah,
This is like
I'm down to my last roll also.
it's like
I got a big roll, and then I got used stuff back here too.
yeah. I think I have some used stuff in the garage, so I'll be okay until American Bubble Boy comes in. Hey, sponsor us.
Yeah, seriously.
Right? Yeah.
I mean, that would probably work out. Then you would never run out of bubble wrap if they were our sponsor. So,
Absolutely.
We need all the bubble wrap we can.
headed up to the Superstition Mountains for sunset. Catch you guys later. Yeah, that sounds way better than this.
Yeah, that sounds beautiful.
Yeah. And we've reminded Rosie she has to order boxes. So.
Nice.
See, only the kind of content you get on this Monday Night Live. I look for people restocking shelves at supermarket for boxes. JD, I ran into JD today actually at the bins.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Sweet.
Nice.
she was picking right next to me. And so, speaking of today, I wanted to share this with both of you. This was a gift from this guy right here.
Okay.
And yeah, this is probably one of Sarah almost fell out of my truck. She was laughing so hard. So it says, I know you guys did not want wedding gifts, so I put something together here for you. Hope you enjoy them. Congratulations, Mark. And he included, in great fashion, his logo. Always promoting. And then this is the first one. No, they get better as they go. Second one.
Oh wow, the hat. Yes.
That is awesome.
Third one.
Wow. And now that's Ed's hat.
Yeah.
Those are awesome.
The best one by a mile.
Oh wow. Wow.
That is
Classic.
awesome. That really
And then
is.
this one's Sarah's favorite.
Nice.
It says flats in all of their mouths,
Yeah.
by the way. And then caution, rant in progress.
Yes.
I'm surprised he didn't do one with Sarah.
Beating the Cabbage Patch. Probably wouldn't get the resolution. So that was our wedding gift for Mark, and it's amazing.
That is
So
awesome.
I had to share it with you guys. I couldn't keep it under wraps till Thursday. There was just no way it was happening. So yeah.
Are you gonna
that's
laminate them?
I think Sarah's gonna frame them actually.
Nice.
Those
Which
are
one's your
awesome.
favorite?
The flats one, the one with all the cabbage patches saying flats, and then the other one with her face in the wings. She was dying laughing.
Oh, okay. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's an awesome job, Mark. It really
Yeah.
is.
And Mark's got kind of a cool thing going on. He's got his it's nothing. He's got a stamp.
Nice.
Oh, it is nice.
Good idea. So
For
yeah.
for a card seller, yeah, that's actually pretty
Yeah.
neat.
Yeah, Sarah was literally crying. She was laughing.
I'm tearing up right now because it's so funny and cool.
Figured they got the back pages of the wedding album. She's gonna get frames. Yeah, she's gonna frame it. So
That
they're
was
hilarious. Yeah. So all right. Well, that's my comic relief for the day because I thought those were some of their and they're postcards, by the way. Like I don't think
And it means more because it's so personalized.
yeah, they're actually postcards.
That's awesome.
So
Nice.
yeah, they're pretty good. So I thought I had to share that with you guys. So
No, that's.
That's awesome.
I mean, it's awesome and funny at the same time, and
Yeah.
and creative.
yeah,
It's
for
awesome.
sure. I love stuff like that, especially the wing one got me, and it got me. It got me because Sarah just experienced that today. Because when we went and got wings, she couldn't get all flats. So
they look delicious. They really did.
They were. They were better than my burger. I can tell you that because my burger was crap. It was not good. First, it was a smokehouse burger, so they had onion rings on it, barbecue sauce, and cheddar. Right, not difficult unless you and bacon. But they torched the onion rings. They were black. The bacon was also torched, and the burger was way overcooked. And I'm like, yeah, this is terrible. So should have gotten the wings. But yeah, they were good.
Nice.
So Mark says I was about peeing myself making them. Yeah, it was awesome. So we went to the bins today, and this is the story that I was talking to you guys about. So we go to the bins today, and normally we'll film on Monday, and then publish a video on Tuesday. And so we started doing that, and like we went through 4 rotations with the bins, like them changing out the rows and stuff. And we were just getting nothing. And the stuff we were getting was just garbage. Not garbage, but lower end, nothing really too crazy. So and it's hot in there, and me and Sarah are like, okay, well, we almost left and went to another thrift store, and they were like, all right, well, we'll stick it out for another bins change or something like that. We had another bins change, and again, just garbage. And it was crowded. Most of the people that were there were waiting for bins, so it was just not working out. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to stop recording. We're going to do one more, and then we're going to get out of here. So what was inevitably going to happen, right? So I got Jimmy's gone.
You okay, Jimmy?
I'll just pull him down for a second. So inevitably, when I stop recording, the next bin, Sarah finds just a massive pile of brand new clothes, and just a massive pile of this LuLaRoe stuff. What up? So
you're about to go rant. I'm joking.
No, it's not really a rant. It's just I
me.
started filming, stopped, and as soon as I stopped, the next binge change was amazing. Just absolutely amazing. So I have no cohesiveness in this video. I could put it out, and the first 3 minutes of it would be me going, yeah, that's garbage. Literally dumping out this giant bag I have and having 3 movies in there. And then, so it would be 7 or 8 30-second clips of us basically going, this is crap, this is crap, this is crap. And then one big clip of being like, oh my God, look at this. And I'm like, but there would be no cohesiveness to it because half of the stuff that we got, I didn't film it. So it would be cart empty, cart full all of a sudden. And there's no
context in the middle.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. So I'm like, I can't put this out this because I stopped filming and I gave up. And I didn't really want to put out us filming, just garbage the entire time. So there will be no video tomorrow is the moral of the story because I can't put it together. But we did find, so because Sarah has thirsty bags and everything, they come with dust bags did you guys know this, that designer purses have bags to put the bags in that you can, yeah, I didn't know that.
They're just covered.
You do?
Yeah.
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 Okay.
It's a bag to put the bag in, so it doesn't get dusty, Ed.
It's a bag.
I know, right?
All I know.
So easy to dust it off too. But so, anyways, I knew what they look like, so I grabbed this one and I grab it, and there's something in it, and I'm like, okay, there's, if it has a dust bag, it's pricey.
Yeah.
And of course now I forgot the brand already. God, it starts with a T.
Sarah might say it right now.
Hopefully. Yeah. Hopefully she will. But Toomey.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, were we just talking about that?
We were. Yeah. We were literally just talking about Toomey bags. And this is a tote, like a travel tote. And it's beautiful. And it has the Toomey dust bag too. And I'm like, wow. And it's like $150 bag.
How big is it?
It's think of like a bigger, when I say laptop bag, I don't mean one of the square ones with the zippers on it. I mean like tote bag looking laptop size bag.
Okay, got it.
So
So it's a more
I think
smaller one.
I think Sarah's getting it right now. So
Okay.
we'll show it to you.
Twinning.
But you're twinning with Jimmy because he's wearing a bleach dyed shirt too.
Jimmy's wearing one of my shirts.
That's right.
Wow,
But
that dust bag is clean too.
Yeah. So that's it.
Nice.
And it's leather. It's not one of their
I don't know if it is leather.
it feels like leather.
Maybe it is.
Yeah. And it's clean inside too.
Even
So-
better.
Yeah, it's
That's
like
worth that's
like
worth
100.
way more than 150 in my opinion. I mean, I could be wrong.
I
But,
looked up I don't know how to look them up because and maybe somebody can help with this. So it has this like crazy I don't know if I can
Yeah,
do
that's-
this. It has
That's how you
this.
look it up.
Yeah.
You look
But-
you look it up by that code.
By the number underneath it?
I think so. And
Yeah,
if nothing comes up, then always try Google Lens. And if nothing comes up, put your own price.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because I say that because when I was at Salvation, just really quick, there was a Toomey, like those little extra accessories, like think like a little pencil holder or whatever, just
Oh,
like
yeah,
a little tiny one.
Yeah.
And it said Toomey on it. I was like, okay, I know what it is. Cashier gave me for 50 cents because it didn't have a price tag because it was inside something else. It's like, oh, how much for this? 50 cents. I was like, all right, cool. I put it on eBay. That little thing went at a 4-ounce rate because it didn't even weigh 2 ounces, and it sold for I believe either $40 or $50 plus shipping. So almost $60 just for that little thing. So that's why I say I think that one is worth a lot more because it's an actual bag, and from the looks of it, it looks like really clean, like it was never even used.
That's amazing that your Goodwill does that. Like I heard everything you were saying, but the only thing sticking in the back of my mind is that your Goodwill does that, and I'm pissed because our Goodwill will take it back.
Salvation Army, not Goodwill.
Or Salvation, they'll same thing. If there's no
same.
price tag on it, they won't sell it to us.
Really?
Nope.
Yeah.
They'll just they'll literally just they'll be like, oh, we'll have to get it repriced. And because the one time well, this wasn't at a Salvation Army, it was at another thrift store, but yeah, Sarah was like, well, how much is this? And the lady's like, I don't know, there's no price tag on it. And they're like, well, can you price it real quick and we'll probably buy it. And she's like, oh no, the person that prices it's on vacation. And we're like, good. Yeah. So thanks. Yeah. So yeah, Toomey, actually they can get nasty if they get dusty. I like to keep them in bags. Yeah, I'm sure they get real nasty. Type in Toomey. Thanks, Mark. Yeah, it retails for about $300. I looked up like comps of about $150. So.
It's crazy how popular that brand is. It really is.
Yeah, and so then they gave us the price for luggage because it's only $1.49 for any of the luggage you find in there, regardless of what it weighs. So they gave us the luggage price, so we only paid $1.49. Those pencil cases come from first class flight bags.
Yeah, so see,
okay.
just a little accessory that I found out of nowhere that was just probably in a bigger bag, I sold for almost $60.
Hey,
That's how popular that brand is.
that's good. Yeah, that's really good.
Yeah, so that was the big find of the day. But we went absolutely crazy that last rotation, or second to last rotation, with new clothes, crew necks, vintage. We found a couple Screen Star things, and it had to happen. And I'm thinking to myself, of course, this kind of crap happens all the time when you're like, I'm not going to film. This is a garbage video. This is never going to turn out. And then the next one, boom. You're like,
How close were you guys to leaving from that point, though?
we were so they changed the bins closest to us, and we were like, all right. I'm like, we're staying for this one. If it's crap, we're leaving. And she's like, okay. So we stayed. It wasn't that good. We were like, so we were talking to a few other people that were there about certain things and just kind of fooling around thinking we're leaving. Sarah had already packed up everything. We were like, all right, we're leaving. And then just as we're about to start wheeling the cart over the cash register, they're like, attention, Goodwill shoppers, it's now time for a binge. And we're like, all right, one more. So we stayed and that one more was just, we cleaned up. So, and I'm like, oh. and I'm like, this would have been it would, but even still, so even if let's say I filmed all of that, it would have been a terrible video because it would have been 4 or 5 minutes of just garbage, and us kind of just being like, yeah, this isn't very good, and then at the end of it, we would have this burst of great stuff, and I don't think anybody would have made it that far. I feel like everyone would have been like, yeah, this video is terrible. I'm turning this off. So
I'd be surprised.
I don't know. It just didn't. It's just one of those days where things just didn't work out for me. They call the cops when you film, but not whenever you walk out with a designer bag for $1.50. That's right.
Is Toomey a designer bag?
I think so. I mean,
I thought it was just more like luggage than anything.
If this retails for $300, I mean that's close. I mean, it's not Louis Vuitton prices, but I mean, you couldn't get a Coach bag this size for. No, maybe you could. I mean, if you were holding this thing, it's made well, like really well. Like this. That's why when I picked up the dusk thing, I'm like, this is heavy. Whatever's in it. So, I think they're considered designer. I don't know. Ask Rosie. They're designer luggage. There you go.
Okay. So see designer luggage though.
Yeah, well, they're not. I don't think so. You mean, but designer? They're definitely designer luggage. I didn't know about.
Okay.
I don't think
when I
considered purses or something.
When I saw the bottom of the bag right there, it looked more like flat than how a purse would be. Like it's just whatever how it is.
Yeah. JD says they do that here because people take the price tags off and try to get a lower price. I'm sure they do that in Southern California too, but I don't know. It's just I just was amazed the whole time you were telling that story. I'm thinking to myself, ours would have told us to put it back and come back tomorrow or something.
Yep.
I mean this was before the everything happened, so
yeah.
Who knows?
So
got another topic for you.
Go for it.
Jimmy's. Go ahead, Jimmy.
What's up? I don't have none. I just heard my name twice, so hey guys.
I don't have none.
All right. So, because I remember when you were complaining, Adam, and I think you too, Jimmy. I can't exactly remember that your shoe prices are outrageous there. Mm-hmm. And I went to a Goodwill this last week for the first time because I'm looking for a bigger monitor screen because you saw how I had your whatnot auction. Yeah. I want to have a bigger one right here in I think landscape or portrait mode. Mm-hmm. And I was checking out all the shoes, all the Nikes, all the popular ones. The highest price ones I saw was $50 now.
Oh.
So before I was expecting 25, 15. I expect that. But all of them, $30, $40, $50, and they were black tags. So that means
so they'll never go on special.
Yeah.
Ooh. Oh, that's just rude.
Yeah, I don't know how to. How is it with you guys? Because I know, Adam, you said that your thrift store, they actually lowered the price.
I haven't been back to that thrift store since then, because we've been doing so much as far as the bins go that we just haven't gone back. And normally that's like our mid to end of week, kind of thrift store that we go to. And so I haven't been back, so I don't know if they're staying at that reasonable price or it was just a fluke that day. I have no idea, but we did go into St. Vincent de Paul and they had the dollar shoes and, they were all junk, but, so I'm assuming, and maybe it's just a spring thing because they're getting an influx of donations right now. But I don't know. I'll let you know next time we go in because I haven't been back. And I don't think we're going this week. I think we're going to the other bins, which is in the east side of the city. So we're on the west side of the city, so we got to drive through the city and onto the other side of it to get there. And it's not even in Pittsburgh, really. It's in North for Sales, which is outside of the city. So we plan on going there because a few people said on the live that hats are prevalent there. So we're like, okay, we need more hats.
Yes.
Is that where you're going to try to shift to now? More to hats?
No. We just want them for whatnot.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll run 2 auctions a week if I can have a steady source of hats. Because
that's what I was going to ask you right now.
Would
you be able to do a week?
Oh, I would. Yeah. I mean, for that kind of money, I don't really like to talk numbers, but between those 2 sales we're at an extra $500 a week in profit. So, yeah.
Oh,
I'm okay.
I was gonna ask. Do you think the time that you schedule the auction makes a big difference?
I don't know. I mean, yes, it does, but it like the Friday night sale, we had thought, because and I don't know if they told you this, Jimmy, but they told us this, that like try to schedule your live, like, because they had a graph of like the most, like this is the least amount and this is the most, and Friday and Saturday and Sunday were the highest,
Yeah.
Amount of people running auctions at those days. So they were like, try to schedule them on the days where there's not a lot of people. But it seems like if you schedule them in a group, where there's like, we're t-shirt people, so if it's us and then like 3 or 4 well-known t-shirt people are all having auctions at the same time, you actually feed off of each other, because somebody will be in that room and they'll be like, oh, I'm gonna check this one out real quick. And then they'll come back and then people will just keep jumping in and out of rooms. And it seems like it actually works to your advantage to be on, with more people, because then there's more people on the app.
Yeah.
So
Interesting. Is I'm not accepted or anything. I'm just trying to gather as much information because I'm really trying it.
Yeah.
Because I mean, after you said your success with hats, I'm like, I remember my bins having a whole bin of hats.
Yeah. It worked out. I mean, maybe we just had really good hats, but I didn't think we had anything that was too crazy special. I mean, I know Jimmy knows a fair amount about hats, and I mean, did you see anything that?
Let me go. I'll be right back. That's what I was going to bring in. Hold on.
Jimmy's like the
thank you.
But yeah, so I don't think we had anything like, we didn't have anything too crazy, but we had decent stuff, and it went, $9, $10, $12. One of them went for like $24 or something like that. It was the U.S. Olympics McDonald's hat. So I mean, but people were asking for like local companies trucker hats. Like we had one that was Heidelberg Concrete or something like that, and that's a local concrete company around here, and people just wanted it because it was a trucker cat and they wanted to see it, so they saw it and it went for like $9 or $10 too. And I'm like, okay, so people. Go ahead.
Okay, I was gonna ask. So I wasn't able to stay for the whole auction, sadly. Did you get more people on? You had a Friday night, right?
Right.
Did you have more people Friday night than you do on Tuesday nights?
No, we had about the same, I'd say. Probably maybe a little bit more, but only like normally we average around between like 28 to 35. And I'd say this one we probably were hovering around 27 to 39, 40 maybe somewhere. But I don't think we ever made it over 40 now that I think about it. But so no, it was about the same, but there were some people that came over from the shirt auction, but then there was a whole bunch of new people. Like there was 3 or 4 people that I had never seen before. And they were brand new, and 2 of them are like, I didn't even know, I didn't know you guys did shirts. Like I love buying shirts. I'm going to be there at a shirt auction. So, yeah, it seemed to draw in a different crowd too. So I don't know. We'll keep doing it.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for that email or text message or whatever.
It's an email. Also, if you watch on the computer, you can have up to 4 auctions open at one time. So, yeah.
Oh,
so
man.
we do get a lot of people jumping back and forth, and it definitely. I'm going to pull Jimmy out for a second. It definitely. I feel like, because we've been on. Oh, there he's back. Of course, the moment I pull you out, you came back. So yeah, I feel like you do feed off of other people, because we've been on with several people, and we were on during a few people's first auctions that were fairly big YouTubers, and we did just fine. So I think it feeds off of itself. So
Interesting.
So,
I'm just trying to learn as much as possible.
About your hats?
No, I was saying you didn't see anything that we had that was anything insane, right? I mean, we had decent stuff, but it wasn't anything.
The ones with the patches, man, are crazy right now. Like the ones that have the patches on them.
The fat patch is what they were calling
Yeah, the fat patch, yeah.
Yeah.
So basically, like this is a normal trucker cap, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm. It's screen printed, right?
Yeah. and it's got the hillbilly lawnmower on it.
I'm giving you solo.
Oh, so hey guys. So yeah, so you got the normal trucker cap, which you had a few of those.
Uh-huh.
But then, let's see, this would be like an upgraded Starvin' Marvin, and it's got like this stuff.
The scrambled eggs.
Yes, these are in right now. But this is the 3-striper. So obviously, I was telling you about plus this is the Olympics from the Jamaican bobsled, and see how it has the 3 stripes.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, these are like be equivalent to a single stitch shirt, right? These are hot.
Okay.
Yeah, I keep hearing that the people even put 3 stripes in their in the title because of that, right?
Yep. So if you hear anything about a 3-stripe hat or 3-striper, this is it.
So now are the 3-stripers can be on anything? It doesn't need to be Olympics, right?
Right. Yeah, because I'm an Oak Ridge Boys one, but these I would not put this on Whatnot. To be honest with you, this would be straight eBay.
Okay. So now,
because this hat's probably worth $150.
Wow.
Can you guess how much I paid for it? A quarter.
Yeah,
So,
I believe that.
Same.
So like OBX Picker was in our hat auction, and he had asked, he's like, do you have any dusty gold? And we were like, what do you mean? Because we don't know hats. And he's like, the ones where the foam's falling out of them. And I'm like, yeah. And so that isn't even a concern. Like most people that collect hats that have the foam in them are used to that kind of just falling out. So they'll actually refoam them and like redo them. So people that are collecting this, they don't really even care that the foam's falling out of them. Like you just vacuum it all out of there and move on because it deteriorates. The one thing I don't know if they care about or not, and maybe Jimmy, you can help with this. So the brims on some hats, they get fragile and they start to just have a permanent bend in them, or you can't shape them anymore. Is that a concern?
Yeah.
Yeah. I figured
it is. Yeah, if they crack like right in the center, they're gone.
Okay.
Now, like this one, see the snaps actually broke.
Yeah.
That's fine. They can still fix it. You can sew these back in.
Yeah.
So if these snap, it's not as bad because you can get replacement backs. But then again, it depends on the hat too. Because I've sold a cat diesel trucker cap with the bill broke.
Yeah.
And it's still sold pretty well because people like to display them. So,
yeah. It's
I guess it depends on the brand and the uniqueness of it. So.
Fart sack Jack in the house. Anyone else doing effing laundry? What's up, fellas? Sarah's answering back with, I'm always doing laundry. He has an NOS 3-stripe tied racing hat. Still has the price tag on it. Only one has sold wasted for $300. I want to put mine up for $1,000. Bills also break.
Is it Daryl Waltrip?
Yeah, who is it? I've never seen that hat. It's the first 3-striper hat I've ever seen. Because I'm not a hat wearer or a hat collector or anything like that.
Yeah. Do you remember if you ever watched any of Commonwealth Picker's videos, and he had the Alabama hat that was sitting up for the longest time? That was a 3-striper.
Okay.
That's why it wouldn't sell, because people thought he was crazy because he had it for $175. I was like, he's giving that hat away right now. That's actually, I told Jen several times, I was like, if I had the $175 laying around right now, that hat would be mine. And she was like, you're not spending that on hat. I was like, we could flip it for probably 3 times more of that.
Oh man, that would be a great video too. Look what I did to part-time. Look what I did to Commonwealth Picker.
So you remember the hat when we were at John's, right? Remember when I picked that thing up and it just dumped, and I was like, it just got everywhere. So that hat would have been perfect for you.
Yeah, but I didn't pick it up because of the foam, and it doesn't seem like anybody cares. And that, I mean, we had several older hats that had the foam falling out of them, like that vintage Pac-Man hat, a few of them, and they had sat in our basement for months because we just never listed it because we thought somebody would care, and apparently nobody would have. And I kind of wish we would have listed it years ago because it only went for like $9 or $10 on Whatnot, but it's still an awesome hat. It's just, it needs some work.
But I wonder if that's unique only to Whatnot, or if eBay buyers actually care about that though. That's the only thing Whatnot
does have some unique buyers, it seems.
Mm-hmm.
And because Jimmy, your first auction, you sold a few things over eBay prices, didn't you?
Yeah, 2 things.
Yeah. So it almost seems like Whatnot, you do get those collectors that just want to have it.
Yeah.
And a lot of the times they're saving money anyway. So if they spend $2 or $3 over eBay price and they've already bought something off you, they're only paying $1 to ship it.
Yeah.
So it doesn't really matter, you know.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, just hopefully that lady doesn't go to Walmart and see her wrestling ring for $4 on clearance.
Even if she does, you got to respect the game, right?
Hey,
don't hate the player. Hit the
she
game.
laid the $20 bid on it right off the bat, man.
That's
I was
right.
like, all right.
He said it's 80s, no name, just Tide Racing.
Oh, nice.
That's pretty awesome. The pre-bidding thing is something we should talk about if you don't. So Ed, you're able to, it's like, so like if I run an auction and you see something on there that you want, you can put a pre-bid down, and as soon as I start the auction, you're the first winner and then people can continue to bid. And it's kind of cool, but it's also kind of confusing because I know the first time it happened to me, I went and put it up there and I'm like, oh crap, did I start it at $20? And I'm like, wait, no, somebody bid on this.
I did.
So it got a little confusing, and but it's cool.
And that's what I was going to say. But when you start the auction, it doesn't actually say, well, no, because when somebody pre-bids, it actually tells you who the bidder is, right?
Yeah. So
it does. Yeah.
When you start the auction, it tells who bid. So
okay,
like, on the screen, whenever you hit the bid button and your name comes up and it says you're winning.
Yeah.
As soon as I start the auction, your name would be there saying you're winning.
Yeah, because I was thinking that might be a deterrent because people are going to be thinking like, wait, why is he starting it at $20?
Yeah, and so that's the thing is that like as sellers, we're going to have to say there's a pre-bid on it because and that's the thing is that like a lot of people will put in, like you had it happen a couple times where I thought the pre-bidder was going to win, like with that ring or something like that. Yep. It was a $20 bill right away, and I'm like, this is going to take it, and it didn't. Somebody bid on it. And then that person was in the room and bid again.
They went down to 5 seconds on it because I was like, okay, well, that's it. And I was like, wait. And then that lady came right back, and I was like, oh, it just went right over eBay price. We're good.
Yeah.
Less fees. Winning.
Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, it's an interesting idea, and it works.
Yeah.
And it's cool. I like the idea that you can pre-bid on things because, you open up a whole new channel of people that may not be people that can attend your auction. So like if Jimmy really wants a shirt, he could go into my auction and say, I'm putting $15 on this thing. No one's ever going to get to 15, and he's going to win without even being there.
Yeah.
So I was going to say then, so you know how normally you do your preview videos and all you do is just like show the stack, like just like this.
Yeah.
Do you think it would be more beneficial not to actually like do a video showing everything, or still doing it the same way that you normally do it?
You can't. There's only a certain length of time that those videos
quick
can be.
too.
I think it's like 30 seconds. I think they have to be under 30 seconds, so it would take forever. But yeah, so you can't really do that. And we do show everything. It's all there. It's just waved over as fast as we can because you only have a 30-second video time. Maybe they've extended it since then, but yeah, it's only been 30 seconds.
Yeah, so. Mine was 30 seconds. Yeah, it was quick. It cut you off too. It's like,
yeah. What's up, Drew? Thanks for stopping by.
Hey, Drew.
We appreciate it.
Then I realized put all your listings in first and don't do the video because my video just kept repeating myself. I'm like, this is getting annoying. It just kept while I was adding my extra 4 figures.
It's like doing an Instagram reel when you're trying to put all the little like funny things on your Instagram wheel and it's playing over and over and over and over again. Like I hate like that. One of the main reasons I don't do a lot of like talking to the camera Instagram reels is because then I'll have to hear myself say the same thing over and over. And like, I'll be doing it like when I do like the promotions for this and I put like, or for our show and I put like music to it, I'll be sitting there putting like 9 p.m. YouTube, link in bio or whatever on there. And that whole time the music is playing and Sarah's like, what are you doing? Are you listening to the same song 12 times in a row? And I'm like, no, it's Instagram reel. So, Mark says our local auction house lets people come in and start at noon to review the items and leave absent bids if they want. Well, that's kind of cool.
I would love that.
Yeah, she spreads the clothes out more, but it's like too much work. Yeah, preparing for
Yeah.
they're awful. Hi, Jen. Thanks for coming in.
Yeah, it's a different animal.
It is. Hi, Beard Guy. Thanks for coming in.
I mean, until I get accepted, or even if I do get accepted, I'm the stranger here. You guys have more experience in that than I do.
I think you will. I feel like you will this time. I feel like this is your moment.
I mean, this time I did it a lot more professional, because when I saw my last one, I was like, okay, it didn't really show anything. It's just me. And then with the application, they really got a lot more detailed. So I'm hoping that shows that I'm an actual serious person.
Well, I think they're only taking people that have referrals now. I think that's what they're doing, and you've got a couple of them. So,
well, I found out. I mean, sorry, Adam, but I found out I had 6, and I didn't even know. That's what was crazy when they did my onboarding. They're like, "Yeah, you have like 6 referrals, man." I was like, "Well, who are they?"
Really?
They're like, "We can't tell you." I was like, "What?" I wanted to thank everybody.
They're 3 from me and 3 from Ed.
Got it. Appreciate it.
I mean, I don't even know how those referrals even work, though. Is it only through the way that you did it, Jimmy, or is it just like everything in general? It's like social media and everything else.
I don't even know.
Well, Adam, if you go on your computer and put in whatnot, you'll see it on top. It'll say $200 referral or something.
Mm-hmm.
And then you go in that way. But then it seemed like Ed was kind of getting weird. I was like, Ed, what's your email? What's your phone number? He's like, I was like, just trust me. And I started taking pictures. He's like, oh, okay.
Address.
Oh, I didn't
Mother's
even
maiden
think about
name.
that.
Social. Okay.
Mother's maiden name. You got an Amex card in your name? I need that number too.
I don't know.
Beard Guy just got done with their whatnot preview for this week.
Nice.
Hey, Shorty Resells.
Sure.
What's happening? We just got all their stuff. I got my fuzzy lumpkin I bought off of them, which is something I didn't even know what it was, but it was awesome. When the check clears, I'll send it in a referral. Okay, thanks. Thanks, Mark. We appreciate it. I'll get that check out to you in a minute.
And Ed, remember when you get accepted and you go on your onboarding, they don't explain anything. So be ready to be freaked out on your auction.
Well, I mean, for me, if I put like serious mind to it, I'll be able to learn it like that. And with experience from you guys and everything you guys are telling me, I could probably put like 2 to 2 together where I can actually learn it and try to come up with a way to do it efficiently.
Yeah, but the problem, like it's not necessarily, it's their system. They don't explain to you like how it works while you're live. Like they don't really do a great job of telling you how to be efficient on it. So, and I think it's probably better that way because a lot of people have their own systems and things like that. So they wouldn't want to tell you this is how you do this and this is how you should do that whenever, like for instance, Rally Roots, when they do theirs, I can always forget his name. What's his name?
Ryan.
Yeah. So Ryan is actually controlling it from his phone. And the camera's just there. So they have like a phone on a tripod, camera's there. Ryan's controlling the whole thing right from his phone, but standing in front of it. So there's 2 different ways of doing things. And I think, or there's many different ways of doing things. Like you can use your computer to control the whole auction and just have your phone but it's never worked for me. And Jimmy tried to do it too. And then his camera went black. So it's just, it's just there. Yukon Cornelius this week. They got Yukon Cornelius for their auction. Is he the guy from Rudolph? Is that who Yukon Cornelius is? He's the guy with the miner with the
with the mustache.
Yeah, with the mustache.
With the zigzag.
And he has the pick that he licks or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't. Doesn't he have guns too? Doesn't he have like 2 6-shooters? I don't remember. I think he does. I think he's armed. I think he's armed. He's at the North Pole with what couldn't be the most peaceful crowd in the world. The guy's packing heat. And buy more tape. Yeah, if you get accepted to whatnot, you're going to need a lot of tape for how you do it.
Oh man, the way I already package my regular ones, everybody's gonna be getting Christmas presents.
You're going to be out of tape in a matter of minutes.
Well,
because
and I did not realize, man, That it kills labels too, man. Holy
Yes.
moly! Holy crap!
Yep.
I'm glad my descriptions were all short, but yeah, when it prints
Yeah.
the manifest behind them, like, I was like, what's going on here?
Yeah, so it prints packing labels. So
Yeah.
it prints packing slips and then the label. So if somebody bought like 20 or 30 things off of you, they're going to get like 4 labels of packing of just the packing slip and then
That's something Whatnot really should just take off. I mean, what's the point of that anyways?
I don't know, but it's when during my onboarding, they told us to include the packing slip with every purchase because a lot of people forget what they buy. So some people will so do it. And when you're shipping for eBay or shipping for Poshmark or anything like that, what do? You grab it, you put it in a box, you seal the whole thing up, you set it on your scale, and then you print the label, stick the label on and put it back. You can't do that with Whatnot. You have to leave it open. And so for the first like 3 weeks of shipping things out for Whatnot, I was wasting boxes because I'd seal them up and I'm like, crap. take it off. It was just
that happened to me, man. My first 2 things I packed, I was like, oh no, I'm gonna cut these things open. And then my box looked like Ed's because I had to retape everything.
I'm getting better at it now. I'm not over taping as much anymore.
Oh no, there's somebody. It might be somebody in this chat that shares your love for that top tape because somebody I'm fairly certain it's somebody that watches the channel posted a picture of like their weekend sales or whatever, and they all same thing. And I'm like, wait a minute. Like, so did Ed teach this person how to?
Yeah, that's copyrighted. Okay.
Practice standing up shoes. Yeah, right.
I honestly say if I do get accepted, I would be in the camera just so I could show it. That's the only reason I would.
That's very hard to do.
Is it?
Mm-hmm. It's extremely hard to do.
You said because you still have to do the auction and like scroll and everything, right?
You have to, so you have to pay attention to the chat. You would have to start the auction and watch, where it's going. So you'd have to be able to look at your screen and be on camera at the same time. So it would be very hard to do. Thanks for reminding.
We'll get to that point when I get to that point.
Yeah.
We reminded Beard Guide Fishing that they need. They have backup. You have backup tape. What is backup tape?
Generally, it's for me. My backup tape's not really my good quality tape, but it's there.
Yeah.
I do have a rant, so Mark, go stand by your printer. But yeah, at least
I'm ready. Come on.
At least they and he's trying to get me going. At least they print not like Macari.
There it is.
That's true.
Adam sells more when he's not on camera. That's also true. So there's a place in hell for the person that invented this tape gun, and this is from the U-Haul store. And this blade right here does not cut the tape. And I was talking about it on Sunday Nights Live, but I'm still irritated. So what happens is that like you'll go like, look.
Wow.
Oh, that's insane. Wow.
Like it.
Yeah,
the tape is up against. Can you see the teeth marks on the tape?
Yeah.
Like the tape is up against the blade and it's still not cutting the tape. And so that happens every time. Like I'll be taping a box and then I'll have it here and I'll be like this and just be like, ring. And I'm like, I'm going to throw this thing out the window. Minutes are coming.
Can you film it if you throw it out the window?
Yeah, I'll throw it. I'll throw it in your direction. See if I can make it. So, yeah, it was awful. Let's see. Backup tape is just the tape not on the current tape. Oh, okay. Got it. That makes sense. Yeah, it is terrible. See, that plastic thing has to push back at him. What this? This thing up here? Yeah, but here, let me show you. Look.
I would have smashed that thing the first time.
No problem, right?
Yeah.
This one. Now it works.
It's like, yeah, you're not going to toss me out the window now. Look.
I'm telling you. There's been many times that I've used that thing and it just will not cut that tape. I smash mine like that. I use the little plastic ones that come with the tape. Guns don't work for me. I was wasting so much. Yeah, it's awful. I just poured it out. I just poured out all of the liquid from the crew neck we bought today with the yellow stains, and it was disgusting. It was like yellow penis. Yeah, you missed that conversation. So,
Okay.
yeah. So we found a really old crew neck with the Marines on it, and it had ring around the collar and ring around the sleeves and ring around the shoulders and ring around everywhere. It was
sweat?
yellow. No, nicotine. It stunk like you took the shirt, went into like a bingo hall.
Yeah.
But like the bingo hall's only like 3 feet by 3 feet, and every lady in there is smoking. But then you sat it in the ashtray, and then hotboxed your car on the way home with cigarettes. Like it was such an insane amount of smell, like that. It was ridiculous.
Actually, it was weird. Our bin stunk today too. It was kind of weird. It was
So
weird.
did ours. We just talked about this.
Yeah.
Mine smelled like cat pee and cigarettes.
But we didn't have that. Ours was this body odor, man. It was bad. I was like, God. But it was so bad. Like the person beside me, I was like, is it me? You know, I mean, that's what's bad.
Yeah.
Because I wore a thicker polo today, which is kind of stupid because it got up to 72. I know, Ed, calm down. It's hot. But I was like, dude, I know it's not me, man. It's like,
I forgot to put deodorant on this morning.
and then it's weird is when you notice then you realize who it was because, you know, it was in between bin changes. It seems like that person kept following me. I'm like, go. I'm like, go away, man.
Yeah. So I've had that happen. The one time I was at the bins, I actually went up to Sarah and I'm like, will you smell me? She's like, what do you mean? I'm like, do I smell like BO? And she's like, no.
Yeah,
like,
I've done it to
sure?
Jen. I'm like, I was like, come on, man. Because I mean, once you smell that person, it gets in you.
Oh yeah,
and you can't
You'll
get it
never
off.
get
I'm
rid
like,
of it. Yeah.
I'm like, it's got to be me, man.
She's like, no, you don't smell. I'm like, okay.
Was the crew neck? Is it champion? Is it a reverse weave, or do you don't know?
No, it's older than that.
Oh, it's older than that. Okay.
Yeah, it's probably 70s.
So will it still
Nice.
sell just as much as a reverse weave one, or you don't know?
Maybe it's chopped,
Wow.
but it's old.
Well, that's in right now though. So that's in. So you might be okay. You might be okay.
I think so. Mark wants to know what size boxes are you using for shipping hats on whatnot. We are using if it ends up over a pound, we're using what size boxes I said?
8 by 16 by 15.
It's 8 by
Oh, that's the
16.
shoe box, right?
The shoe box. And if it's not over a pound, we're using 11 by 7.5 by 5.5.
Walleye World.
Yeah, at Walmart. And then if they're small enough, we're using the 6 by 6 by 6 boxes from Walmart too. But they would have to be the ones that have that you can crush essentially. So.
And never put it in the padded envelope.
Yeah, no, we're not.
I just poured like a whole bottle of fabric softener in there too in the washing machine.
70 here today. Picked up my flea market trailer at my in-laws. Forgot how full it was. Nice. Adams just tapes a label onto that. Yeah. Well, that was actually a question we got during that auction. A lot. Like a few people came in and they were like, hey, do you ship these in boxes? And we're like, yeah, we'll ship everything in a box. Like nothing's going to be in a flat rate. And they're like, oh, great. Because I hate smashed hats. And I'm like, yeah, no. Why would we do that?
No, people put them in poly bags, and
It's just dumb.
They want to save that extra ounce money, which isn't even that much anyways.
I return them.
Yeah.
I actually physically take a picture, like, you know, when it's your hat now because it says delivered to your doorstep, and then you see it. I'm like, and I take a picture of how it was shipped. I was like, it's smashed. I'm not even going to open it. I'm going to mail it back.
Yeah.
So
If Amazon was in charge of shipping hats, that's probably how they would ship them because
Yeah, they would.
they would. Yeah.
we got a lot of our stuff from our wedding registry today, and I cannot figure out what people are thinking in that warehouse sometimes because they're like, they'll have to ship this out, and they'll have like a box
Yeah.
that's like
this-
this big, and they'll just be like, and then they'll put like 3 of the little pillows in there and this. and you're like,
You hear it in there.
or you'll get like, they'll have like this giant envelope, and they'll put it in the envelope, and then they'll seal it at the top.
Yep.
So like it's just clanging around in the envelope.
They don't fold it or anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Drives me nuts.
Like I just they're so automated. I just wonder if like the box just shows up with the product, and they're like, okay, here you go.
Who knows?
I'm still surprised what came to you made it. I was fighting it the whole time. I was like, no, it's gonna show up there broke, and I don't want.
Oh yeah, all the bowls. Yeah, no, they made. Well, that was because they were all in uniform boxes.
Yeah.
So all the boxes fit into their box like a puzzle, like perfectly. Yeah. And then their box was they were packed in styrofoam. So it was, it wasn't going anywhere.
Probably the best thing ever Amazon ever did in their life.
Yeah.
Right.
But yeah, I just, can you imagine what would happen if we ship stuff like Amazon? Like we get stuff back all the time.
All the time.
Every single time. And a negative.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, okay. So I have a somewhat of a topic, and maybe you guys can tell me what you would have done in this situation.
Okay.
So we've got, we bought a bunch of, and Mark's here, so I'm not bad mouthing you, Mark, by any stretch, because we've sold a ton of that clothing, so please don't think I'm blaming you when I'm talking about this, because I know this person is full of crap, and it's not your fault. So we bought a bunch of clothing off of Mark. It's this, New York and company and different brands, and it was first of all, the clothing isn't that old. It's maybe 2 years, 3 years old, right? Maybe 5 tops. So this lady buys 3 pairs of pants off of us. And she contacts us, and she's like, hey, I bought some corduroys off you, and I went to go put a belt through the belt loop, and the belt loop popped off. And she's like, I don't want to risk opening the other ones up because I feel like these pants are old and they're deteriorating. And I'm like, no, they're not. I'm like, and Sarah was like, if you send us pictures, we'll refund your money, and, whatever, because if there's something wrong with them, sure, we'll refund your money. Weeks went by. Never heard a word.
Yeah.
Not a no, not a, whatever, nothing. And then we get a message. She's like, I've tried to print return labels for these pants for the last 2 weeks, and I can't figure it out. And I'm like, well, and we've never gotten a return request, so no problem there.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, we have to open up a return. Yeah. Also, the clothes were stored perfectly in a climate controlled environment, so this wasn't a problem. So we're like, we never got a return request, so there's no wonder you can't print the label because we have to approve it. I'm like, but if you ask for a return, we'll approve all 3 of them, no problem. Yep. And she's like, well, I can't figure this out, and I'm just going to leave you a negative feedback. And I'm like, well, you can't, number one, because we've already started this dialogue, so whatever you leave is going to go away. But just open a return. So finally she opened the return. And we accepted all 3 returns, and she hasn't shipped them back yet. But she said, I was able to figure out how to do the return. She's like, but I will not. Yeah. I will not send you pictures. And I'm like,
she doesn't.
I don't. So I know what's going to happen. We're going to get 2 pairs of pants back that are still in the bags, because a lot of them were like in the bags still, because they ordered them online or whatever. We're going to get 2 pair of pants in the bags back, and then we're going to get 1 pair of pants back with all the tags pulled off of it.
Right.
And it could be damaged. It could not. And I'm banking on the fact that they're not damaged. So what would you guys do? Would you give them their refund? Or would you not? Because technically, she's returning to me something that is not brand new anymore.
I'd give her a partial. That's all.
You said that. Well, was this eBay or Poshmark?
This is eBay.
eBay.
Okay, because you started with Poshmark. I'm like, wait, what?
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's why I was confused.
It's all eBay. Yeah, no, it's all eBay.
It's eBay.
Yeah. Okay. If the other 2 are still new, the way you sent them, but there's still one that all tags, everything, I would still withhold money because you're not getting it back how you sent it,
unless it's damaged.
I mean, she already said it's damaged, isn't it? Because the loops were ripped.
Right. So, I I cannot understand why. Because if she would have just sent us a picture of the one pair of pants damaged, we would have just refunded her money and told her to keep it.
Mm-hmm.
And we told her that. And she will not. She refuses to do it. And she's like, they were dry rotted or something. And I'm like, they were not dry rotted. Like, we've literally sold 50 pairs of these pants. None of this is the only problem we've ever had.
The only other thing I could do is that she's gonna pull a switcheroo.
That's what I'm thinking. It might happen, but she's not smart enough to figure out how to open a return, so she's already off to a bad start.
I mean, something just seems weird, but something's just off.
Yeah, something is off. I would refund, but they pay shipping. Yeah, that's probably what's going to happen.
What did they open the returns under?
Damaged, I think.
Doesn't that make you pay the return back?
Mm-hmm.
I would deduct. I would. That's just me.
We had to though. I mean, there was no, and it sucked too because each one of them went priority, so we spent $12 per. So it's garbage.
But see, wouldn't you be able to fight the other two because if say they are still covered, then technically she lied because they didn't write damage, or only the one would. Yeah,
that's the plan. that's part of my little evil plan because I think I'm going to fight it and just be like, only one's damaged.
It probably wasn't free pants. That's all it was. Probably like, just refund me my money and I'm happy.
I wouldn't be surprised if they never come back to us.
Right.
Like I just had one close. There was a shirt that's been open for 30 days that just closed because they never sent it back.
Did they have 14 or 30 days?
It's 30 days.
30.
Is it 30?
To send it back. So from the day they open the return, they have 30 days to send it back.
Oh, it's so annoying.
And I don't even think they count weekends. That's why it's so long.
Yeah, I think it's business days.
Yeah.
Luckily, the pants aren't too expensive. Like I think we sell them each for like $12 or $13, so it's not a huge deal. But in the same respect, like if she was at all nice about the thing and worked with us, I would have just probably been like, you know what? How about I refund you 50% of your money? You keep the rest of them, or something like that. But she was so rude from the beginning that I'm like, you know what? I'm going to pay $12 a pair to get these back, even though they're only worth $12. You know, I don't even care. I just want them back. I want anybody but you to have them. So there's your rant for the day. Honestly, how hard is it to sew a belt loop back on?
That's what I was about to say. I would have just sewed it because I bought brand new jeans, and that's happened. You know, I mean,
look at the bright side. They did pay no layaway. That's right.
That is true. Well, they figured out how to buy and pay for it.
Yeah. I would take it back and start a business selling Pittsburgh picker return boxes. That's right. I'm going to do it.
I know people do that too, don't they?
I would feel so guilty selling that to people.
I would too.
So like when I was doing my giveaways per, 500 subs or whatever, that kind of thing. Like, and then a couple times Sarah was like, we should do mystery boxes. That'll be fun. And it was fun. And we did, a lot of people entered and it was really cool, but man, the pressure you're under after somebody wins to put something in that, like, cause you don't want to just be like, oh yeah, that's not selling. Put that in there. And oh yeah, get rid of that. That sucks. Like we want to put stuff in there that people are going to be able to sell. And so the pressure you're under, you're like, you got to put like good stuff in there because you just don't want to get bad mouthed. But can you imagine selling crappy return boxes of a bunch of garbage that nobody wants?
I heard stories about that happening. I don't want to get into it, of course, but I've heard stories about that happening. Too. I think you know what I'm talking about.
I think we're talking about the same person.
Yeah, so it's like, okay, that if you don't, it just seems like a bad business practice in my opinion.
Yeah,
because all you're really going to put is just bad things in there, just like the Amazon stuff. That's why you're never going to do it again.
I want a mystery box from Jimmy. I think you'll probably put that striped hat in there, right?
You get all these.
It'll be a massive box. It'll just be a bunch of slippers. Enjoy. I could send her a photo.
I'll put it in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Sure you will. I'll put it in there, and then the day after it shows up, you'll be like, all right, I'll have that back now.
These hats were selling pretty good too. These style.
Yeah, we sold a Seattle Seahawks one like that, and it sold pretty well.
Oh, Baker's new team.
Is that going to be Mayfield's new team?
Well, he has to. Ryan went to the Colts. Sorry, Ed. So,
did you see? Yeah, I did $30,000 on shoes. Did you see that, Ed?
Are you talking about the shoes or the Amazon boxes they got? Because I was starting to watch that video, and I think they got like okay, so it was the Amazon boxes that the first thing they pulled out was like some designer glasses and a purse that's worth like $200.
Where'd they buy these from?
I don't know. You know that they're very secretive about their sources, and I understand why, but at the same time, it's like,
I saw
why is yours so good and the ones we get are so bad?
Because they're rally roots.
Exactly.
They want more people to buy those mystery boxes. Smart business practice, but man, I wouldn't. I don't know. The shoes that they got though, that $30,000 on shoes, and they rented a U-Haul with a trailer. That's commitment right there.
I think they said that they're gonna auction some of them off. I don't know when their auction is. I was kind of interested to see that one, but
it's funny. We were talking about that today at the bins about people selling shoes, and the shoe auctions have not gotten any better. Like there's 2 or 3 guys that do what you want to do. We're selling like, thrifted shoes essentially.
Yeah.
And then the rest of them are still the guys that go to Foot Locker, on release day and buy up all the shoes. And then they store them and sell them for double their money. So they buy them for $300 and sell them for $900 or something like that. It's just, it's definitely like a deterrent away from that category for me. Like I don't even want to watch anybody in the shoe category because I'm not spending $1,000 on a pair of Jordans, or I'm not spending $500 on a pair of Jordans. Like I don't, I like Jordans. I want a pair of Jordans, but I'm not going to buy a $500 pair of Jordans, especially on Whatnot.
Well, yeah, I seen a pair of the black and whites go for $700. I'm like, why? Those are $150 in the store. What are you guys doing? And I can go get them right now. That's the thing. It's like, should I do this? No, because then I'll get stuck with it.
Yeah, that's right. Well, and there's no authentication process through Whatnot, and there's no way there can be. So
that's true too.
And there's tons of fakes out there. I would just be very weary about buying $1,000 pair of shoes on Whatnot. That's
Absolutely.
And that's why I'm so interested in trying out my category there, because like I said, I've only seen like maybe 1 or 2 people actually doing that category, and when they do it, there's a lot of people there, and they sell for good money,
and they clean up. Because I went into the one you sent me. So what we're talking about is people that sell, bread and butter shoes and things like that, and nothing too crazy like Skechers and Brooks and Nike SBs and Converse and stuff like that.
And in the middle of the auction, they put the I would say maybe a little bit more higher end stuff, but not super high end.
Right. So I went into that auction that you sent me, and the first couple pairs I could have bought and made a profit on them. After like midway through that auction, maybe like the 15-20 minute marker, I was out. Like there was no part of resellers were buying these shoes. Yeah. They couldn't be because they're not making, I was looking up, they were selling for $21. They were selling for $24 on eBay, $25. So it definitely is something that will work. It's just, they need more people like that. And that's what, so if you're watching Whatnot, this guy needs to get on.
And
I need more people like that. Now, there you go.
I'll say it after the question.
I can't point because I'm on an angle. There we go. This guy.
$1 starting bid on Whatnot. Get ready, Adam. No. Be ready for it. Adam be like, please. Come on, man.
Question. What do you do when you have something you can't find any information on? I have checked everywhere in research. I don't want to leave money on the table, but I don't know what to do. Well... Angie, tell us what it is, first of all. What I try to do, and it depends really solely on what it is. So like I try to find like comps or something similar to it. That's normally kind of what I do. But yeah, it's hard because tell us what it is. So that would be a little easier, unless you don't want to, but yeah, tell us what it is because it would be a lot easier. They even fake RPPC postcards by glue an old postcard to the back. That makes sense.
Really? That seems weird, but I don't. I believe people try to do.
Okay, so this is a little different.
A cutty, cutty sock, yeah.
I have no idea what that is.
It's
my
a ship.
table is full. Whoops. Okay, so
It's a ship, right?
It's Scotch.
Yeah, but don't it have a ship on the front of it?
It does, yeah.
Okay.
So it's an old. It's still they still make it. It's Scotch, moving store display. So it's a. Send me a photo. Do you follow me on Instagram? Send me a photo on Instagram, Andrew.
Have you checked the worth point for that? If it's that vintage, then that's the only other place I can think of.
So this is it's. I think it's something similar to like my Little Caesars. Because that Little Caesars hat that we bought, the pizza delivery guy thing, there was none on eBay, but we just looked and found the Domino's ones and went off of that. So with something like this, it's a moving, but I don't know what a moving store display. I'm assuming it's like a okay. Yeah. Send it to me. Checked worth point.
Okay.
Yeah, send it to me and I'll pull it up. So I think it's, I think what I think it is like it's, like the cardboard things that they put, like, they do it at grocery stores all the time, where they're trying to single out like a new product or whatever. And so they build this cardboard thing and then stack their products all over it. So I think it's something like that, but it's probably plastic or it's like a sign that actually moves.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
What it is too. For stuff like that, I would find just the closest. It's going to be really hard to sell on eBay if it's a sign though, because that's big.
Well, I mean, the way that I do it is, of course, I use Google Lens and I do by style code or whatever. If I can't find anything, I don't even go by what is similar. I just put my own price.
Okay.
And for shoes, I guess it works sometimes, but not as often. But I have an example where I had a Tommy Bahama shirt, just your regular. It is modern, and it had a print on the back with some tavern name, and I could not find it anywhere. Not eBay, Mercari, Poshmark, nowhere. Not even nowhere. So I just put my own price. I put $50 plus shipping. It sold within the hour. So I don't know if I sold it too cheap or it was at the right time. So that's what I do. If there's nothing in the market, I just put whatever I think might be fair. And of course I have offers on because you never know.
Yeah. So she said it looks like a dock, a boat dock, moving a case of Cutty Sark. So like a case of liquor back and forth, and yes, it's cardboard.
Oh, okay.
So it's essentially a cardboard advertisement that has a little motor in it that moves something. So I would try to find just similar stuff. I can't imagine that you don't need to send me a picture if you don't want to. I think I have enough information, but I would try to find similar things. So even just like even if it's like Pepsi advertisement, Coke advertisement, any sort of beverage, it doesn't need to be liquor. And try and find those, and then that will give you kind of a ballpark what those are selling for. Because my assumption is that the same people that collect that kind of stuff also collect all the booze too. So I don't think there's going to be much of a drop off there. Then maybe add 10% to it because it's motorized.
Yeah, I was gonna say if there's nothing in the market, price it up because you're the only one in the market with it. So you price it up. You name your own price, but within reason.
Yeah, I think that's probably your best bet. Is to just look for likes. So something similar. Even if it's a toy display or something, it'll still give you a good idea.
Yep. But I might have missed it. Was this a beer themed one?
No, here it is. No, it's Scotch.
Because I know sometimes the beer theme things are worth a lot of money. Especially the old one, actually.
That's really cool.
Oh, yeah, that, and it's going to draw the ship people too. Oh man.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So here.
Yeah,
I would definitely price that up.
That's really cool. So that's all cardboard?
It looked more plastic to me.
Yeah. So I imagine that case of Scotch goes up and down or forward and back or something like that. That's really cool.
Oh, so it is beer themed, right? Or alcohol themed?
Scotch. Yeah, alcohol. Yeah.
So that one definitely will be worth a lot more.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's just my opinion. I seem to sell when it's beer themed or alcohol themed for some reason it always sells a lot more than anything else.
Yeah, I would say look up like comps. That's tough though because that's really not even. I was thinking.
I know Pepsi or Coke didn't do anything like that.
Yeah, that's what I'm. That's really difficult now.
It really is. I mean, but still, though, try to find something like it, whatever theme that may be, and then try to get an idea from that. That's really the only thing I can think of.
Did you Google Lens it, Angie? Because that might actually help a little. I don't know. Oh, no, you tried Worth Point. So, yeah, I would find something similar, something that maybe moves that's, yeah. I don't know. It's a tough one, but I mean, I'd price it up. I think at that point, I think if it's something rare that a collector would be looking for or something that you just can't find, I would probably get an idea of where something, some of these advertisements are selling for. Because I'm sure there's similar advertisements or something, maybe not something that looks like that. I'm trying to figure out like an example of something. Because there's Absolute had those bottles, like those plastic bottles that lit up. So there's tons of stuff that like has maybe a bottle or like their logo or something that lights up and moves or something. So I'm sure you can find stuff similar to it and then kind of put it in that category, but maybe since it's rare, put it to the top of the category and shoot for the moon first and then start lowering it down. It doesn't look like it takes up a lot of space. So I think if I were you and let's say all this stuff is selling for right around 150, I'd put yours up for like 250 and then you can always come back down. You can't go back up. So
yeah,
I think that's what I do.
That's exactly what I advise too. Just price it up if you can't find anything.
Yeah, I think that's what I do. So I hope that helps you. It's back. Sunset was gorgeous. Well, thanks for coming back, Kristen. We appreciate it. Kristen, if you didn't see your Instagram messages, let me and Sarah know back when you're back in town. And I'm not telling you why. Not that we're coming to your house or anything, but we need to know. Barter Mania in the house. What's happening? Let's see. My husband was thinking 250. Yeah, that would be where I'd be.
Yeah. The other thing too is if you're comfortable with the profit you're gonna make, that's what matters.
Right.
It's like it may be worth more to someone who knows a lot more about it. Say it's worth $1,000, but you sell it for $300, and you're comfortable with that profit margin. So be it.
Yep.
Yeah, but if it's worth $1,000, it's not worth $1,000 on eBay because there's none on there. So, it might be worth $1,000 to like the guy at the bar, that collects this kind of stuff or whatever. But see, that's my point. Is like someone who has very, very, very deep knowledge about this, they know the true worth, while us, we only know what we could find online. Right. And if you're comfortable with that profit, you're good to go. Yeah. It's entirely possible that you have a rare one there too, and it's just hard to find. So.
Yeah, because that's what I said. You're going to get either somebody wants that for their bar, or somebody wants that for a man cave made out of a boat theme. Man, I mean that's what's crazy. Yeah, it's awesome. It's cool.
Yeah, I know for certain I would not auction it. Mm-hmm. That is 100% for certain. Would not auction it.
I would leave it, like I said, especially if you don't really have that much into it. That's even better, but you never know. I mean, if you put it up 250, somebody may be like, best offer 200, done.
Yeah,
just
this is a real fan right here. I say we're not coming to your house, and she says you totally should. That means we'd be in Colorado. We'd go through together. I appreciate that. That's awesome.
Yeah, definitely no auction. Do not auction that thing.
Yeah, definitely no auction.
Yeah.
The only reason it would be bad for an auction is because there's not a lot of them out there, so people aren't looking for them. And so and don't get me wrong, there's benefits to that auction. If you do an auction, set a reserve at 250. Like I'd pay the extra for the reserve because it could be that you get a bunch of people that are like, holy crap, I haven't seen one of these in years, and it goes insane. So, but my gut feeling says that people aren't looking for them, or else there'd be a lot more on there. So
yeah,
and then also you might be getting a lot of bots that are just messing with you. And then when the auction ends, say you sell it for 500, then as soon as the auction ends, you get a message saying, "It's like, oh, I don't want this, please cancel, and then you just lost out on everybody else.
Yeah, and the problem, yeah, Sarah says Adam hates auctions. I don't hate auctions. There's a place for them, and the place for them is for things that have, or what like Val says, auction with a high opening bid. Yeah, you could do it, just as long as you're not starting it off low, and then someone's going to swoop. Nobody's going to bid on it for the 7 days, and then someone's going to swoop in the last hour and pull it out from under you for $50. That's what would be afraid that it's happening. So that's really the big problem I have with the auctions. I like Val's comments. Hold up, that's it. I like it. The place for them is never for you. That's right. I don't like auctions. We got very, very destroyed with a few auctions when we were doing auctions regularly, and it was because we were auctioning off things that don't have a high sell-through. Well, not a high. They have a high sell-through rate, but not a frequent sell-through rate. So it,
the only time I did a mass auction was when I was trying to get rid of all my clothing that I got when I was just learning to resell. Yeah. So I got rid of all that, and I sold like 40 things, but I had like 100 things to auction off, and I got rid of that. Everything I didn't sell, donated, and that's the only other time I did auctions. Other than that, I am never gonna do it again because I did get burned 3 times. Just no more.
And then you get the layaway. Then you get the layaway program.
Exactly.
I thought about the auction. I went off you guys. I was like, should I just like hold this for like an hour without paying? But I can't do it. I have to pay. Man, it bothers me so bad.
Yep. That's still awesome.
I was really going to send a message like, hey, I'll pay for this in an hour. I was just kidding. You're gonna be like,
can I pay for we had somebody today that messaged us and they were like, hey, I'm going to pay for this on the 27th. And we were like, well, good luck with that because it'll be canceled on the 25th. So
that's a special day too.
Yeah. Is that your birthday?
That's my birthday. Yeah. And Elton John and Danica Patrick.
23? 24.
Years old?
Yeah.
No.
I'm totally joking with you.
I was like, yeah, sure.
23? 22 today. Yeah.
37. Oof.
Oh, old man.
I am an old man. Got a lot of grace for an old man, I'll tell you.
I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Put it at an opening bid of $250 and no one bids, and you let it run and relist it with the $250 buy it now price. Yeah, totally. I agree.
And then it would be in the layaway program.
But yeah, the only thing you'd fear is the layaway program or somebody canceling a bid. But yeah, I mean, as long as you don't get burned, that's the key. So start 100% of my things that I think I can explode an auction with an auction at a high opening bid. When they sell, it's awesome. Yeah, true. It could definitely work. JD got burned on Poshmark. They bundled 4 items and one had free shipping, so it took a hit on all 4 items. So really?
So if only one has free shipping, that makes all of it free shipping?
I didn't know that either.
I didn't know that either.
Me neither. Yeah. I thought they started to pay for the other 3.
I thought they did too.
Tell us more.
Yeah, that's.
Are you sure that's true, or did you sell them during the free shipping extravaganza hour or whatever the hell they called it?
Yeah, that's the only thing I could. That's the only other thing I could think of, unless it was a first-time buyer and they got that free shipping for their first order.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I had something new happen to me on Poshmark. It was kind of weird. This lady bought a pair of the shorts I got from the bins and a shirt, and she reposhed both of them because they said they didn't fit. Which I was like, okay.
Oh, really?
That was different because I was like, what's this mean that they repost and then they just reused my listing? It was neat. I was like, okay.
Yeah, that's all it is that they use your photo and then in the bottom right it shows that that they got it from you.
And they jacked the prices up. I was like, what is this?
Hey, jerk.
Right? I was like, come on.
So if you Rosie's explaining it. So if you had it free shipping on one, it would be on all because either way you were paying for it. I guess
see.
That's true. Yeah.
But I mean, unless, well, yeah, okay, that makes sense then.
Well, yeah, because it wouldn't really matter because it's $7.95 for whether you're unless. Yeah, so it's a flat rate no matter what. So you're paying for it no matter what. It's still $7.95 whether you're shipping one item out or 4. So you're not JD. You're not paying for it 3 times. You were paying $7.95 one way or the other. So if
Yeah.
somebody, I'll explain it a little differently. If I bought the one item from you that only had free shipping on it, you'd still pay the $7.95. If I bought the 3 items for you, you're still paying the $7.95. You're just putting 3 things in the box this time. So that's why they do it that way. That makes sense. So you didn't take too much of a hit because you would have already been paying for the $7.95 anyways. But
unless you go over 5 pounds.
Unless you go over 5 pounds, then you're gonna. But you'd be paying that extra overage anyways. Well, no, I guess.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you have to pay the extra. It doesn't go to the buyer.
No, you wouldn't, because maybe it wouldn't be over 5 pounds unless there was 3 items. You know what I mean?
Oh, true.
Yeah.
Who knows?
So
I've never gotten to that point, so I can't.
If it went over 5 pounds, then you live and learn. But, yeah. So, but yeah, you would have spent the $7.95 anyways. So, but, is what it is.
Yeah.
So, yeah. What'd you you said you had a bins experience today, Jimmy?
Oh, I did. Yeah, I went during lunch, so I was only in there for like 40 minutes. So, yeah, I ended up with 10 hats and a 1999 Power Rangers gun, and it works. So yeah, it's gonna be. I'll probably just throw it on eBay for 30 plus shipping. So, because they were selling 40 with free shipping. So,
nice.
Yeah. I was like, man, that'd have been nice to have for Sunday, because that'd have been the perfect place to sell it, right?
Yeah, would have been. Have you decided, is your next auction going to be action figures again, or are you going back to?
No, it's going to go shirts, and then now I'm not opposed to selling action figures now because it was pretty simple.
No,
but I mean, you seen I had newer turtles, and they were doing pretty decent, better than I thought. I was like, I can tell you what. Now I know why your demeanor goes when something sells for $1. I was like, oh man. When you see 59 cents, I'm like, what is this?
Yeah. Woohoo!
Well, hey, but like I said, man, the ones that did sell up for more, it was. I didn't take that big of a hit, so it was.
Right.
It equaled itself out. It was cool.
Yeah. Mark says, "Darn, I was waiting for Adam to start tearing his posh closet up looking for free shipping items." Nah, we took them all off under Rosie's advice. Said to take them all off. But the item that had free shipping on it was the lowest price item, and I got subtracted the $7.95 from the other 3 items. That doesn't make any sense. That seems wrong.
Yeah, selling it
because if somebody bundles it, here you go, JD, you'd be paying the $7.95 either way if the lowest price item alone is $7.95. If you sold. Yeah, but Rosie, why would they deduct the shipping from why would they deduct the shipping from the other 3 items? That doesn't mean you don't. If somebody bundles something, they only pay shipping once, and so do we. Like, I wouldn't think that they deduct the $7.95 from the other 3 items. That's what I was kind of getting at. What nuts is the Power Rangers toy?
That's true. Some of them sell for good money.
Do you know what he's asking?
No, not really.
What no?
I think they're saying
Beard
that.
Guy, what are you asking?
I think they're saying is like what's crazy that the Power Rangers toys are sell for good money.
Is Power Rangers toys?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
And I didn't even think about it. I could have probably sold that on there too, man. Didn't even think about it.
Oh yeah, totally could have.
Just don't know if I wanted to. That would have scared me. That one would have probably scared me. I'd have been freaking out probably. Like, oh.
Don't be alarmed if you hear fire trucks or policemen.
We already hear it.
Yeah.
Ed, we called the law on you, man.
It's all right.
We wanted to make this show a little bit more exciting at the end.
That's
Here
right.
they come.
Oh, that is actually pretty loud.
It is really loud. Yeah.
Now that he's muted,
they would.
you see him get jerked off the screen.
That's right. All of a sudden, you're gonna see.
That's just an everyday thing for me.
Are you Ed, the reselling writer from YouTube? Can you come with us, sir?
Yeah. Sorry. Go ahead.
So, all right, I'll bring something up. What do you guys think about that story that's been going around in all the groups? Have you seen it, or if you know what I'm talking about?
I don't know what you're talking about. I mean, I kind of know what you're talking about, but I don't fully know.
Oh,
what
you don't?
You're talking about. No.
Do you know what I'm talking about, Jimmy? About the thrift store that's only selling 2 things per people?
I haven't heard of it. Tell us more. Is it
Yeah.
unless they're being racist or selective by groups of people? Then don't.
Yeah,
No,
then-
so
yeah. I was like, then we might have to continue that behind the scenes.
I mean, I'm just gonna give you like the short premise of it from what I understand, and then you could decide if you want.
Oh
to
wait,
continue
no,
or
I
not.
do know what you're talking about. They're doing this to limit the amount of people that
Yes.
buy things for reselling.
Yes.
So yeah, there's a thrift store, and I think is it in California?
I don't remember where it is. I didn't actually
Yeah.
get that far.
I
But
read part of it, the article.
Yeah, because the article was just too long for me to read. I didn't want to, but
Yeah.
the premise was that they're driving out their regular customers.
Yeah. So what they're doing is they're selling. They're only allowing people to buy a certain number of items per day.
2
Two,
things.
yeah,
Yep.
per day, because they're tired of resellers coming in there and buying like 30 or 40 items.
What?
Yeah.
Like it matters. Like,
That's
Clearing
what-
out all the good stuff.
I will say the same thing every time. Does it matter who buys this?
it doesn't
from-
matter. Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if it's the guy that's going to take them home and wear them, or if it's me that's going to take them home and say, it doesn't matter. You're still getting the $9 or whatever you're asking for the product. So what do you care?
Ready. Mark, get ready. It's gonna be a 3-way rant.
Hold on, I got a better one now. Yeah, I think you.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
hold on. I'm looking for it.
You need another
that's
pillow
okay.
too, so you can just point.
Yeah, that's right. Where'd it go?
Because I think their argument was that they
It's-
don't want
it's
to
up,
raise
of
the
course.
prices for their regular customers. There you go.
So yeah, but why would they raise their prices? It doesn't matter what their prices are.
I
Like-
think they're trying to please the local community more than
They're
anything.
getting it for free. It doesn't matter. I mean, it matters,
Yeah.
but it doesn't matter.
And they actually came out with another statement on Instagram because it got I guess it got like extremely popular that they got noticed, and they came out with a really long statement on Instagram. I didn't read that either, but
Yeah.
I know it said somewhere in the group.
Stores in Canada, everybody's saying.
Okay.
So
They
you're
have
saying
business
if I have even a normal person, like Joe off the street, goes and gets 3 things. Nope, you're only gonna buy 2 things. Choose
Right.
it.
Right.
That's right.
But then you come back tomorrow and buy 2 more things.
Yeah, but that's so stupid. I don't
Yeah.
understand. Now,
I mean,
They
our-
must be tired of money coming in.
right. I mean, our Goodwill did that with video games before, but then it only lasted like 2 days. I was like, this is ridiculous. What? Plus, I'm like, video games you guys have aren't even worth anything, too. It's
Yeah.
like,
I'm not even reading this comment out loud. I'm just going to leave it there. They're pissed because they know people making money on them. I spent $10,000 at Goodwill last year. I am their regular customer. I'm funding their programs. Exactly. Like, why do they care where it goes? He's going to run herself out of business. They want to make sure that some of the good stuff is saved for poorer buyers. As a former poorer buyer, I didn't care what brand it was on the tag. I just looked for overall condition.
And that's some of the excuses that these smaller stores, I guess, make. It's like, oh, well, we gotta price it up that way only the regular customers could get it, not you resellers. We don't want you guys making money. I was like, isn't it gonna be the same thing anyways?
Right. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Also, do poor only need 2 things? Gas is expensive. Poor people can't afford to come back every day. Yeah, exactly. That's also true. But
yeah.
this is infuriating. I can't even
Yeah.
hold myself together. There's so many parts of this that are just
Yeah.
so irritating. So the just stick with me on this for a second. First of all, we don't even know the name of this thrift store, so it's not.
Actually, we do.
Okay, but it's
I'm
not.
not
It's
gonna-
not a Savers, right, or Goodwill, or
No,
a
it's
Salvation
it's-
Army.
It's a
It's
mom
not-
and pops.
Yeah.
Okay.
So so they
we're
don't.
okay with that.
Are they putting things on eBay? Because if they're doing that, then they're hypocrites. But they're not.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
from what they say, they're not, but who knows?
Okay, so let's let's put this into a different perspective. Let's put it back into the poor people's perspective. If I buy this pair of pants from Said's thrift store in Canada, mom and pop stupid thrift store, and I buy them for $6, and then I take them home and I sell them on a marketplace that has millions of people looking at them, and some poor person buys these for $12 off of me, and they retailed for $25. So as far as I'm concerned, what we're doing is the same thing they're doing. We just have a bigger audience.
Yeah.
So why would that the poor person comment that we all get all the time is irrelevant for that reason.
It really is.
So, because everybody says, oh, well, you're going to go in and buy something for like $6 and sell it for $100. Okay, that's fine. The poor person is not looking for the rare Sega CD video game that we're going to flip for $100, or they're not looking for the Kermit the Frog shirt that's behind Jimmy. They're looking for a decent shirt or something to wear to a job interview or something like that. And that's just my opinion. So,
I mean, it's true. It's like they don't care. I mean, maybe some might, but a lot don't care what the brand is. As long as it's comfortable, it's warm, and it fits them, that's all they care.
Yeah.
As like when you see all the people, or at least here in California, I don't know if they have it in your states, at the Goodwill on Thursday at, I think it's 10 a.m. in the morning, standing in line for that $1 sale, that is not a poor person waiting in that line.
No.
You already know who all those people are.
Yeah. The poor person, I'm sorry, and I don't mean to be offensive to anybody, but I just, it's not a good excuse. Because poor people that have, that are trying to save money are not buying the same stuff we're buying. Like, we're buying things for certain reasons. People that don't have any money don't care that they're, that it's a Toomey bag or that it's their Levi's jeans. They just care that they're fit, they're comfortable, they're clean, and they look nice. That's it. I mean, that's just my opinion.
We're poor too, but we don't count.
Yeah. If thrift stores aren't about volume sales, they probably don't have anything. That's probably true. I can't even be angry. It's too stupid. I'm a family of 5, and it'd take me a week to clothe my whole family. We don't even get shoes. I'm not going to debate it.
Well, and the problem is I resorted back to Goodwill this week because I had a little bit of action figures, right? So when I went to my normal Goodwill, I seen Miss Me jeans that just right on the rack for $24.99. I was like, come on, man.
Yeah, exactly.
I was like, I can't even resell those, I mean, because there's no profit there.
Yeah.
So
I can't remember, but was Jimmy here when I was talking about my Goodwills here?
With the black tag?
The shoes?
Yeah, you're here already. Man, I can't even remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, you said, because they had the black tag, so you can't sell them.
I'm going to skip all those comments just so you guys know, because I don't want to offend anybody and I don't want anybody to get upset. So, yeah, and I agree. You guys know my opinion on it, and I'm sticking with my opinion. I don't believe for 1 minute that what we do impacts the poor and negatively in any way, shape, or form.
It really does. And in fact, it probably helps them too, because we get rid of all the expensive stuff.
I don't believe it. I know there's a case to be made for people that come in and clean out shoes and things like that, but I still just don't believe it.
And even if they want to debate that, just sounds like go to the Goodwill bins. You'll find a lot of great clothes there. You just gotta find it. That's it.
Yeah, but I don't want to upset anybody. But that's my opinion, and I'm sticking with it. I think the 2 per is just the dumbest thing I've ever heard of, and it's going to probably hurt them quite a bit. And if it's in Canada, it's going to be even worse in the wintertime. So good luck to you.
I honestly think it might have been just for attention, but who knows? Probably because they got the attention.
They certainly did.
I think even a big YouTuber made a video about it. I could be wrong, but I think they did. So
yeah, true, very true. So, all right. Well, we are up against the 2-hour marker, so we're gonna start getting out of here. But what do you guys got coming up on your channel? Whoever wants to start.
Good.
All right. I don't think I have anything coming up, to be honest. I don't have any content at the moment. I haven't even been recording many what solds just for different reasons. I should have recorded one this weekend, but I didn't. I didn't have a live either. Just no time, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So I don't have anything planned other than next Monday when we have our regular live. If I do end up going to the flea market again, then I will try to go live if I can, right after Jimmy's live and right before Adam's live, sort of like right there, right in the middle.
It's been tough. Sourcing has been tough. Filming content has been tough. It
has.
So.
Yeah. And I'm trying not to record at the bins. I'm sorry, guys, but I don't want to get kicked out just in case things do pan out with whatnot. I'm trying not to get recognized there at all. I just want to stay at my own lane and just forget it. It's not worth it. It really isn't. I'll do any other kind of content, just not that. But other than that, I don't have anything. I'll always be in your live, Adam, on Thursdays and Sundays, and other than that, that's all I got.
Jimmy.
Sunday we have the Jimmy and John show. We did change it from Picking Shenanigans, but right now we don't know whose channel it's going to be on because technically it was supposed to be on John's Sunday, but he had to work, so he had to go off site away from his work. And then I was like, just let me bring it on my channel because it's going to be hard to try to control that on your phone.
Absolutely.
So it may be the same thing this week. I don't know. So look for that. I mean, garage sales are starting to pop up now, so maybe I'll go to a few garage sales and actually start filming now. But like Ed said, I'm not going to film in my bins anymore because, like I told them in our private chat, I was like, that's my honey hole, and I don't want to lose it. And actually, today I did not have management breathing down my neck. It was great. It was great filling. So
there you go. Yeah, we're the same way. We don't want to upset our bins either at the moment because we kind of need them.
I may go live Friday. I don't know because it is my birthday, but I don't know. We may do something on my birthday, but
figure out something.
Yeah. Other than that, that's it.
Cool. Yeah, tomorrow was supposed to be a bins video, but like I said at the beginning of the show, it failed miserably today. So no video tomorrow, and I apologize. Normally I try to get at least one or two sourcing videos out, but it's just not going to happen this week. It's just nothing I can do about it. So, Mark needs one more subscriber to hit 900. Somebody go over and subscribe to SM Postcards. Get them to 900. So, I would do it, but I'm already subscribed there.
Same.
So, you guys should do a B-Day live together. Maybe. If you want, let us know.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, and that's it. Me and Sarah back live on Thursday. Tomorrow, I always forget Whatnot.
I know, I was about to say Whatnot.
Oh, what about you, Jimmy? What's your next Whatnot too?
I'm gonna shoot for Wednesday, but I'm not for sure. Or Tuesday at 7:30.
Tuesday at 7:30 is a good day.
Selling shirts too. Just bounce back and forth. No, I'll go.
See, it wouldn't work for you because you wouldn't be able to buy shirts from us at the same time.
I could.
You can on the desktop.
There you go. He got to 900. So
no, I'm
nice.
JD got you as some postcards. So
maybe
Wednesday. Tomorrow night 7:30 live Whatnot. We're doing crew necks and tie dye only tomorrow. So we've taken a bunch of crew necks down from our eBay store. That's going on there. One got returned today, so that's going to be popped in there. But it's a good one. It's a embroidered vintage Mickey Mouse. So. But it's so tomorrow night, Tuesday, 7:30, we'll be live and Whatnot. And then me and Sarah are back here live Thursday night. No guests because we got wedding stuff to plan. Didn't book any guests for the end of April. So, but that's it. So, anybody have anything else you want to say before we get out of here?
Just thank you for everyone being here and supporting our Monday night weekly show. Really appreciate it. And for everyone who doesn't chat, we still appreciate you too if you're right there in the background.
Absolutely. Yeah. So we will see you guys back again with the three of us on Monday next month.
Yeah. And I will be on time. Sorry for being late.
He'll try to get his Taco Bell in a little earlier.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, guys. We will see you next Monday with the three of us. Bye.
Bye.
Good day, sir.